Hey everybody, Foley here for some Final Fantasy 16. Hey, Dintraninka, getting on? Subs went up $6, which are getting greedy. Yeah, what the hell is that about? I don't know. Did you accidentally click on tier 2 or tier 3 or something? I don't know. No, wait, no, I don't have tiers. I'm assuming you're checking on my channel, but I don't know. Maybe it's different tiers have different numbers. I haven't changed that on my end anyway, so I don't know. Don't feel the need. If you know $6 is too much, don't worry about it. There's absolutely no requirement to sub to this channel. There's nothing blocked behind subs or anything like that. So, you know, feel free to just stick around. Sub if you want. Up to you. Anyway, previously on Final Fantasy 16, we went to Free City of Karthus, or the Free States of Karthus, or something like that. Because Mid, Cid's daughter, had asked for our help. The city is being besieged by Waloed's army. She needed help escaping. By the time we got there, the city had been sacked, and Odin has killed, I think, executed the council in charge of the Free State. Has pretty much taken over the whole place and killed everybody in the city, obviously except, you know, very important supporting characters who have plot armor, but other than that, they killed everybody else. We defeated his second in command, and then Odin defeated us in a cutscene. Bullshit. We were heavily wounded, because Odin can kill you in one attack. It's his deal. Zantetsuken. Kill you in one slice. Didn't kill us, but significant damage. We were whisked away while Jill tried to cover for us and keep Barnabas, Odin's dominant, busy. Which I assume she did, but she hasn't come back. So now we're like gonna go pick up our girlfriend from the bar at midnight, kind of thing. This is what's happening. So let's jump in. I think we were in the middle of wrapping up a couple of side quests before I stopped last time. I wasn't sure how long these would take. Do them now. So, Blackthorn needs a pit coal. Oh.
Gentlemen,
make the fire better or something.
I see you both made it home in one piece.
Yeah, well, we didn't want to outstay our welcome. The whole village turned out for a go on the bellows after you left.
Blackthorn has
Everyone
does this game have an
except
overworld? Kind
Slide
of.
nor hair of him.
It
that
has
reminds me.
sub areas.
I have something for you.
I'll show you in a minute. It doesn't quite have a world map like the older Final Fantasy games, or not one that you can traverse. Kind of, it's like a glorified menu, really. Pit coal cinder, sooty black shards recently removed from the equally sooty black depths of the Dravazd mines. Scattering them over a fire produces a hot crimson flame, for which effect the substance has long been highly prized by desert fortune tellers looking to strike the fear of the inferno into their superstitious clients. Sounds like magnesium. No, magnesium is yellow.
Pit coal cinder. How'd you come by this?
I don't know. What metal produces a crimson flame? Anyway, we had gone back to Blackthorn's hometown.
And you're sure he wanted me to have it?
He had left because he felt the work being done there wasn't good enough. He eventually had to go back for reasons.
Yeah.
Having got there, it's been discovered that they had been relying on ether and magic to keep their forges alight with fire.
I'm not about to go crawling back to Zoltan for forgiveness.
But since we've been destroying all the crystals, that's not happening anymore. So
then he'll have my gratitude.
Blackthorn instead taught them
You said he called me? Huh?
how to
A
just
genius?
make
And he
a
spent
bellows.
sleepless night trying to copy me, did he? Sounds like I better get to work. I've got a reputation to uphold.
So Blackthorn is Prometheus, confirmed.
I don't know how you pair put up with me sometimes. but I'm grateful all the same.
Luckily for you, Blackthorn, you make all of
Where
my
was I?
equipment, so I have to put up with you.
About to put Zoltan back in his place.
Cool. You gonna make me a cool sword?
Ain't got the art to tell him how similar they are.
Cooler
Stubborn
sword? I mean, all the
bastards.
swords I have are pretty
A
cool.
little healthy competition should be good for him.
You're not wrong. Still,
Pretty sure
it's a
this guy
shame
wants
him
to
and
marry
Zoltan couldn't let bygones be
Blackthorn.
bygones. No use grumbling about it now, though. Blackthorn's happy. Or as near to happy as he gets. And that's good enough for me.
Is it good enough though, or am I gonna have to come back here for Blacksmith Blues 4? Was there ever a Blues Brothers 4? Ouroboros design draft. A diagram detailing the steps to craft a belt to end a belt to end all belts. That's what I want to go into the shop to buy. Recipes, plural. Ouroboros for a belt makes sense. It's this, Ouroboros is the serpent that eats its own tail. Suppose it makes sense for a ring, too.
Trouble with your gear, or
No, I want you to make this snake
What do you
belt
want?
for me. Sure. I can't make it because it's not at the top of the list. What am I missing? Oh, I'm in the wrong section. That's what happens. I can't make it. It's not at the top of the list. Ouroboros needs Stone Tongue, Comet Feather, and Orichalcum, which we have not found any of. Stone Tongue, Comet Feather, symbol beside them means they're for you get them as rewards for hunts. And Orichalcum, I just haven't found anywhere. So shall the end feed a new beginning. Having found this leather belt adorned with the ancient seal of the Devourer of Worlds, your search for the perfect waistwear is over. Or has it just begun? I don't know. It's a circle. That's the whole point of it. Then, is there an Ouroboros band? The Sons of Ouroboros. I need a stained loincloth, apparently. Why? Why would I want that? More Orichalcum? Two sons did the Devourer beget, and like their father would they look ever forward to the past. On placing the smooth leather cuffs upon your wrists, they cinch tight to your skin in an oddly warm embrace. Removing them requires more effort than it should. Goody. Alright, well, I can't make them because I don't have the equipment.
that it?
Here's whatever I have on me is better than everything else. So, yeah, what's the map situation? So, this is the overworld, and it is effectively a glorified menu. You have these all scattered about, sure, but you could just as easily list them all on the side. But going into these areas, so like, see this chain delineates a location, right? All of this is Rosaria. So if you go into these areas, oops. Local map. So the local map actually connects all of them as well. Like, it's quite large. But all of those blue pillars that I showed you, they're all connected. So the maps themselves, like inner, quite big. That takes a while. That would take you a good... If you didn't stop to fight, it would take you a good 20 minutes to get from one side to the other. And then that's the same for each of these zones. Sambrek has its own. Almekia has its own one, and then I assume we'll go over here to this place at some point, and then this will have its own. That's the world map. That's how it works. But yeah, Final Fantasy hasn't really had a world map since... 9? 10 doesn't have one. 10 is just it's literally a menu. 11 I never played, but it's an MMO, so I don't think it really counts. 12... You could just move from one zone to the next, because 12 was sort of a pseudo-MMO, kind of. Like, it didn't have any of the online capabilities of it, but it kind of played like one. 13, again, was just a list of areas. There was no real overworld. 2 was the same. Lightning Returns was the same. 14, MMO,
that your
again.
satchel is twitching in a most violent manner.
Listen. I just really like you or something. Morbol tendril, I think we read this already. Extending from the underside of a morbol's body. Ah, yeah, they're genticles.
Yeah. It's your problem now.
15.
What an amazing specimen.
I mean, 15, the whole game takes place in the
The
overworld.
flesh positively
Technically.
throbs with vitality.
Don't say throbs.
If I can successfully graft this to the Morganbeards,
I don't think there's a
when
A
I
loading
successfully graft this to
um,
the Morganbeards,
I don't think there's a loading
I suspect
break
the
in Final
results
Fantasy
will be
15.
immediate.
You know, when you
I shall
go in
begin
and
at
out of
once.
places. And then 16, as you can see, does kind of have a world map. But it's not like I can leave this location
Just as I hoped.
and walk to
Witness
the next
how the
location.
Morganbeards have
Or take the
taken to
boat or
blighted
whatever.
soil.
Like,
How they bloom with heretofore unseen vigor. Why, I dare
whereas
say
in
such a
15, I
vine
could do
graft
that.
would
I
yield
get in the
similar
car and I
results
just
when applied
drive
other
to wherever I want to
specimens
go.
as well.
I'm glad I could be of
Or
assistance.
fast travel if you want.
You've not only helped us, Sid.
We
you've
all know how I
saved
feel
us.
about fast traveling. I
Do
don't
you
like
recall the extract with which I provided you before? I took a moment to distill some more, but this time with the petals from the invigorated Morganbeards. And would you believe? Its potency has nearly doubled. You must accept
Nearly
this vial
doubled.
as thanks
Come
for
back to
your
me when it's
assistance.
doubled.
The rest, I shall give to Taya.
So I assume that means my potions have gotten better, or I can carry more. Invigorated Morganbeard extract. Adding the extract of Morganbeard petals to curatives or performance-enhancing potions increases their potency. And imagine what adding the extract of Morganbeard petals fortified with the vigor of a morbol gripped with madness might do. Our potions have gotten better, rather than... Oh, they're at their max now. Okay. Heal as much as they're going to heal. We've obtained a file of invigorated Morganbeard extract, further increasing the potency of most consumables. Potions and high potions now restore even more HP, while strength, stone skin, Lionheart tonics last. You want to last longer in bed? Find yourself a Malbro, I guess. Bring a Malbro tentacle to bed if you want to last longer. Okay, got one more thing to do. Rodrigue needs an eye of a spider.
Heard you were in Canberra fetching young Ned.
Because apparently this spider's venom comes from its eyeballs and not from its teeth. It's a weird one. It has to cry on people to poison them. Okay. Who are you?
Master Sid, have you seen His Highness the Prince? We were to dine together, or so I was going to suggest. Before he vanished, that is.
I'd actually love to know where he
I
gone.
suppose now I'll just have to ask the Bard.
Actually, which prince? There are actually two princes now. You will have to be a bit more specific. Or does Joshua not count as a prince? I guess he's like a ducal. Margrace, I think. Child of a duke.
Thank goodness you're back. Taya looks like she's about to collapse.
Is this what you needed?
Gross eyeball. Weeping widows, yeah, we read that already. They wait for you to walk underneath them and then they cry on you, and that
Yes, it
poison.
is. Thank you, Clive.
Third
We
one,
both
but okay.
Give a patient Alicia, but Taya's right. Sometimes it's all we can do. A single dose dulls even the most agonizing pain, and all other sensation with it.
Okay, so it's ultra
It may
morphine.
be a gentle way to die, but it is death nonetheless. I wish there was another way.
I don't think this guy wants to much longer anyway. He is slowly petrifying. Kind of weird that it stopped at his head, though.
How are you feeling?
Light, mid here. Drifting on waves.
before we gave him the drugs.
Good.
Imagine what he'll feel like
Just
afterwards.
relax. Let the waves carry you to a better place.
Thank you, Daya. I'm so proud of you.
Pride, my one weakness. Well,
He's gone.
I mean,
Thank you,
no,
Rodrigo.
no, yeah, good. That's what we wanted, right?
I'll see that he's properly laid to rest.
Do you think they like prop them up because they're technically statues now?
The man you helped today was my mentor, back in the Southern Isles, on the front lines of some meaningless war. I was still a child when they shipped me to their triage tents, to treat the wounded with my gift. But in such blighted lands, I was next to useless. Until he taught me the true physicker's art, that is,
An art we would be lost without.
tears of mercy were his gift to the bearers of the world. A respite from the agony of the curse's end.
How does Clive
Kindness Sid would have approved of.
grow his beard over
You know
his
as well
scar?
as I what life is like for a bearer soldier.
You know, he has scarring to
Marched
get
from
rid of
one
the
battle to the next,
brand.
never
or the
knowing
mark,
which
whatever.
might be your last. A commander may
Doesn't that
care
destroy
nothing
hair
for
follicles?
the bearer spent in his service. But my mentor's gift gave the dying one fleeting moment of tranquility before the end. I've no tears left, Clive. I've seen too many of my friends taken. Something needs to change. And
Working
we
on it.
need to be the ones to change it.
There's only like one crystal left. We're getting
We
there.
will. I promise.
I hope so.
So we have some new stuff from.
Clive.
I was not actually meant to talk to you. I was
Anything
gonna talk to
catch your
somebody
eye?
else. Okay, you want to send me to Rosaria, all right? And you want to send me to the Dalbekian. All right. We'll go there
Seen
after
enough?
this. Desiree, what you got for
Welcome
me?
to the Patron's Whisper.
This is who I meant
Here's
to talk
everything
to.
we've received and everything promised.
Closed, you will find an item of high and strange order, one for which I require neither thanks nor recompense. Consider it a reminder of where loyalties are best placed. Chap, I have no idea. Thanks.
All yours.
Of priming.
Come again. I may have more for you.
Got a gold color on it, which means I pressed the wrong button. Which means what did I take off? Ability points, XP. Oh, I took the guild one. Right, Talisman of Priming. His eyes glowing, his blade an extension of his very arm. He knew no fatigue. The man was gone, and in his place the icon visited upon us death. First-hand account of the Siege of Stonehere. Increases lion heart tonic duration by 30 seconds. Meh. Absolute meh. Alright, Nectar, what do you got for me? It actually probably. Did I ever tell you about the time I flew all the way to the bottom of the Zemeckis Basin?
What did you find down there?
A deeper understanding, Kupo. Ha 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 ha. From the outside, it seems so mysterious. Where does all the water go to, Kupo? Why does it never fill up? What's behind the waterfalls? Those are the questions I flew in to find the answers to. But instead, I found out something about myself. I can't swim. I can't swim. I knew it would be that. I can't swim, Kupo. Alright, so there are new hunts. We still have the 2 S ranks that I'm not gonna touch closer to the end of the game. They're still there. Alright, we have Dread Comet, who is in the Sickle in Dalmekia. We have the Man in Black. Greater part of those Black Shields who spied on Lostwing were taken by the Aether Flood. However, we have received reports that one yet survives, a zealot of their evil cause, who persists in delivering any bearer who strays too close to his hiding place to a gruesome death. Alas, he has heretofore proved more than a match for the Cursebreakers sent to slay him. Somewhere around Lostwing. That's it. Okay. So these two, Svarog and Atlas, kicked my ass last time we fought them. They're both, one of them I think is level 45 and one of them is level 50. And we are neither of those. We're not even close to either of them, really. Alright, the Sickle in Dalmekia and Lostwing. I think we need to go to Lost. We need to go somewhere near the Sickle at some point. Alright, let's pick up this quest, see what it's about. What Martha's got for us. How are you, Martha? Keeping well?
Ah, Clive. Just the man I was hoping to see.
Oh? And why is that?
Because I have shit for you to
Remember how
do.
some of Sir Wade's guardians took up residence here after the Akashic attacked?
Yes.
Well, now the rest have come to join him. Seems their barracks in the Lazarus have been lost to an ether flood. Now, I don't mind having a few more brave boys around to keep them animals at bay. I ain't daft after all.
But
We ain't got nowhere for 'em to bed down. Poor buggers are having to make do with haylofts and chocobo pens. I'd build 'em a new barracks here if I could. But where would I put 'em? There just ain't enough room up here on the rock.
I wondered
Which
the
leaves
rock.
us in a bit of a pickle. The people we're counting on to keep us safe are living like beggars.
I see.
And it ain't just that lot. There's bears to think about too. There's been more and more of them turning up lately, coming from all over looking for safe haven. But there's only so
What do you
many
want me to
people
do?
shelter with the room we've got.
Build a wall around the
Keep cramming
bottom.
more and more people into less and less space. What we need is a new home for our new arrivals. And that's what I
Okay.
was hoping you might help me with.
How?
If it ain't too much of a burden.
You know
of
this is a
course.
sword on my back, right? Not a hammer?
It's no burden.
Thank you, Clive.
I hit things and they go away.
So-
That's what I do.
Where were you thinking of making
I
this
don't
new
build
home?
things.
Well, I reckon we could do a lot worse than Eastpool.
Eastpool. It's been a long time since I thought about that place.
It was a tragedy, what happened. And if any of us could have done anything to stop it, we would have. But what's done is done. And those who lived there wouldn't have wanted the village they loved to be left in ruins.
I suppose you're right.
The blight might be pressing in, but I reckon it's got a good few years left in it yet. There's just one problem. A band
Full
of
of
cutthroats have
dickheads.
made it their den. And they don't seem like they'll be moving on in a hurry.
Okay, so you didn't want me to actually build
Bastards
anything.
They are
You
too.
just want me
We'd
to
lost
kill
some
a bunch
good
of
men to
dudes.
their raids. Would have sent someone to clear them out sooner if my boys didn't already have their hands full fending off the Akashic. But now we've got a few more guardians of the flame to call on. I reckon it's time we made our move. What do you say? Fancy leading a raiding party?
Is he leading a
I
raiding
do.
party? I imagine I'm going to just
Eastpool was
be
once home to
the
people
raiding
I
party.
loved. I won't have bandits sully those memories. I'll gladly drive them out of there.
And I know the men will gladly follow you. I've already shared a few thoughts with Sir Wade about how we might be able to win the place back.
Don't worry about that. I'm just going to go there
I
and kill
dare
him.
say he's got some ideas of his own too. Why don't you go and talk to him?
That's fine. I don't
Of course.
No, Clive, we don't need to. Me and Torgal will take care of it. Speaking of, where is Torgal? There he is. Worst game of fetch ever. Where's Wade?
All right, Sir Wade. Let's hear your plan.
Assume your plan is I go in there and kill everybody? Right? Good plan.
So, Wade, it's good to see you well.
And you, Lord Rossfield. And you.
I spoke with Martha. She tells me you have plans to free Eastpool and make it your own.
That's right, though it was mostly her idea. I rather fear my men have been treading on her toes somewhat since joining us, not to mention each other's. And then there are the bearers, men and women who found the courage to flee their masters and sought refuge here. We need somewhere to settle them, and I can think of worse places than Eastpool.
Can you think of better places?
Which is why I agreed to help you win it back.
That's
Because
very
if we can
kind
think
of
of
you.
better places, we can
I'd
just
be
go
most
there.
grateful if you would. With you beside us, we shall soon send that rabble of rogues running for the hills.
Nobody is using the capital as
what can you
Ambrecht
tell
right
me?
now.
That thankfully there aren't too many of them. Fewer than a dozen at our last count.
Okay, I'll just
And
do it
rather
myself
less,
then.
Thankfully, the road that leads there will more than likely still be crawling with Akashic. A small force would suffice to clear the village, but if the Akashic were to follow them in, that force could end up trapped between a rock and a very hard place indeed.
I'll head into Eastpool and deal with the bandits. You and the Guardians can stay outside the village and fend off any Akashic who come too close.
I knew it. I'm just gonna
Make
go in
sure
there
I'm
and
not
kill them
taken
all.
unawares.
That was my plan anyway.
I can't ask you to bear all that risk yourself.
Of course you
my
can.
lord.
In fact, leave the Akashic to me
Akashic
too.
are a bigger risk. I can handle a few bandits.
Well, if you're sure, I shall summon my men at once.
Shall I wait for you here?
No need, my lord. You go on ahead. We'll be with you before long.
You go on ahead.
All
Kill
right.
all the guys on your way.
I'll meet you at Eastpool then.
We shall see you there. And may victory await our coming.
I will not wait. I am just gonna go in there and kill them. It's far. Ordinarily, again, if this was off stream, I'd just walk it and get the experience from fighting things along the way. But I want to get to story stuff for this stream, so that's why I am zooming. Evict the bandits. Yeah, this is an Irish eviction, alright? You don't really have a party? Not in the traditional sense, no. You have like guest characters that join you. Torgal, for the most part, is a pretty much permanent party member. Then you have Sid in the early game, Jill in the mid game, Joshua in the late game. Occasionally you'll have a fourth person join you.
That's the end of that then. Or maybe not.
Ah, you're not a bandit.
What's that thing doing here?
2 scoops.
Doesn't matter. It goes too.
No, fuck you. Got me anyway.
Well done, Torgal.
Sebastian M. 2 scoops of disgusting ice cream.
Any more surprises? I'll take that as a no.
Bravo. A magnificent display, my lord.
You watching this whole thing? Why didn't you come in?
You're watching. I thought you were keeping an eye out for a Kashik.
We were. Put down more than a few on the road, then arrived just in time to see you slay that... whatever it was.
Let's hope it was the last of its kind. Though I expect you and the Guardians will be up to the challenge should another appear.
I would hope so, my lord.
Your men will be bringing the bearers who'll be living here, I assume. It might be best to send word for them to come right away, before any other unsavory characters move in.
Of course. I'll send orders for them to depart immediately. Leave it with me, my lord.
Think this opens a shop here or something? Many hours later.
Home. Without masters.
No. We're the masters now.
Look at me.
Our lives are
I am the master
own
now.
but lost.
That's all of them. And not a single Akashek in sight. Now to begin the important work of rebuilding the place.
Yeah, you're on your own
It
on that
won't
one.
be easy. Especially
You're
not
definitely
after
on
5
your own
years
with
of
that
beasts
one.
and blackguards having their wicked way with the place. The masonry might still be sturdy enough, but half the beams are rotted. Those that weren't lost in the fire or burned by the bandits, that is. It'll take a bit of elbow grease, but we'll see Eastpool rise again. Just you wait.
So wait. Lady Hannah is buried here. If you don't mind, I'd like Oscar to join the rebuilding efforts. He should be a part of this.
Of course. I couldn't agree more.
I'll let Martha know that everyone arrived safely. If you need anything more, you have only to send a Stolas.
Oscar is...
And we will, my lord. Safe travels.
Former Lord Commander.
Eastpool is in safe hands.
Rosaria's
Time to
nephew.
go and tell Martha the good news.
Lady Hannah would be his aunt. He's pretty much the only remaining member of that family. Have you, Martha? Keeping well?
Ah, there you are. All went well then. Sir Wade told me you got rid of the bandits while his lot kept an eye out. Nicely done. And what's all this about? Some shape-shifting nightmare showing up?
It's fine.
On
Don't worry
second
about
thoughts, don't tell me.
it. Don't worry
It'll
about it.
only give me nightmares of my own. What matters is you did it. And now we can build our new village.
I suppose it will be. What will you call it?
Eastpool.
What
Has a name.
else? Eastpool. Sir Wade said it best. There's plenty bad happened to that place, but that don't undo the good that happened there. No need to
I don't
throw
know,
the
place is
baby out
haunted.
with the bathwater.
You're gonna need like an exorcist
Did
or
Wade
something.
say that?
Well, something along those lines. Anyway, the poor souls might have made it to Eastpool, but their work ain't done yet. So the way I see it, neither is mine. If it's food or lumber or strong backs they need, the rest is ready to provide it.
Thank you, Martha.
No, thank you. You didn't have to help us.
I did though.
I wanted to.
There's a notification on my map. I have to get rid of it. I can't abide seeing it there. Okay. We had Lost Wing. This Lost Wing. This. Okay, so there's a mark here somewhere. The black shields. I was a notorious mark. Where would I be? Needs to be a big enough area for me to fight him in. Okay. Not here. That leads out of the village. Area isn't as big as it looked on the map. Up here is the place we fought Benedicta? Or not Benedicta, her lackeys. Very early in the game. Here. Like it. Not even sure I can get there. I think the door that lets you out there is... Damn. It's open now. Okay. Oh yeah, I'd say. And he's probably a dragoon type, I would think. Thought he'd be a dragoon type. He's not. A cannon type. Holy Trumpet Tower Tour. Trumpet Tour? Whatever, something. Quite the trumpet he's got, though.
Bring out your bearers! Let me and my daughter purge them of their sin!
He's got rocket jumps.
You'll regret doing my mother's bidding.
Still.
Haven't seen them since Unreal. Wasn't expecting another one. Or another one.
Let's try.
More? No.
Nice try.
Shit, holy Trumpet Tour.
Nice try.
Fuck's sake. Why isn't he? He should be on half stun here.
Well done.
Guess we're all ready. This will show you. Take your punishment.
I can't see. No, still no half stun? No, not allowed.
Slow, still. You're not leaving. Let's try.
Now we can finally get half stun, fuck's sake. Sure seems like he stayed on 1 hit point for a good while there. Alright, Scarletite. I think we really need that.
Done.
Good job. Any better? Nope. Another. Collision. Okay. Anyway. Need to go to the sickle. We can go here first and then find the sickle or chocobo mark. That is yourself.
If we're going to do this, we'll need help.
Clive, your timing is impeccable. It just so happens that right at this very moment, we're in need of someone with your talents.
And what talents would those be?
Which talents? I have many
Your
talents.
fearlessness and your skill with a blade.
I'm listening.
You're gonna have me do something very stupid,
Well,
aren't
as
you?
I'm sure you're aware, when these dark skies swept over the Republic, so too did a wave of chaos and confusion. Randalar has been particularly badly affected. Many of the capital's bearers have lost their masters, or taken the opportunity to flee them.
Okay, so
None remain
good so
free
far.
for long, of course. Most find themselves under the protection of the Fist before they get far. But the army too is in disarray, and finds itself unable to provide for its new charges. Which means it has been looking to sell.
And you've been looking to buy, to make sure these masterless bearers remain that way.
Precisely. It's the perfect opportunity to free dozens more, and for an attractive price, no less.
I mean,
So where does my skill with a blade come in?
0 is a very attractive
Though we may
price.
have the funds to buy these bearers, we have nowhere to house them.
Again?
So we've been
Again, forced
searching for a
evictions.
place where they can be resettled. Somewhere far from the prying eyes of those who would see them enslaved once more.
Sure how I feel about this.
We believe we have found one. Cashlock. A small hamlet hidden in a canyon. The place was abandoned a long time ago, but when the men moved out, the beasts moved in.
Right, so it's their place
And
now.
so we seek the aid of a fearless swordsman to encourage them to look elsewhere. You'll help, won't you?
It's a quest that I have to do, but I don't feel good about this.
How could I refuse?
Excellent. Theo, if you wouldn't mind making arrangements for the transportation of our guests, as we discussed.
Of course. Leave everything with me.
Sounds like you'll have your work cut out for you.
I will. We have an entire village to stock and furnish. Residents and all. Even if I begin right now, I'll be working day and night. So I'd better get started. Try to clear the place out before the wagons roll in, won't you?
I'll do my best.
Now I have a time limit too. Great. Don't let the local news see you do it.
Cleft. My man there will open the gate for you.
All right. Wish me luck.
I'm sure you won't need it.
Oh, sure. Can I have that in writing? Turns out I need luck. Back to you. Alright. Word. He's cleft. Oh, we went through here alright, yeah. It was fairly abandoned. Okay, we're also looking for a place called the Sickle. Into this spot yet. I think it would look like a sickle. This way either. Sickle. Here. Chocobo.
Come on.
It's been a while since we played this. Where am I going? Already taken the wrong turn. Did open the door, alright. Cheers.
Thanks, Cal.
None of that. Alright, let's evict these things, even though we learned in a previous side quest that they can be reasoned with. But we're not going to do it this time, I guess. That they too need somewhere to live, because the blight is also encroaching on them, but whatever.
This must have been a nice place once. And it will be again. All yours. Kill.
Oh, it's stuck on something. Bahamut's ability seemed to hit everybody except the one I'm targeting. It's a good trick. fuck off for a second. Bird jerks. Oi. If they remember I'm here. Ah, you fuck. Can't see it when the wolves go for the attack. Torgo's gonna kill them all before I get to them. Fuck yeah.
That's all of them. Come on, Toggle. Let's head back to Bocklad. I needed that.
Okay. Do the sickle. This is waiting. I want to complete the map. I'm just gonna go in here and go to the back.
Never thought I'd see Blackthorn. I want a set of these bellows for our
The forges are back in action.
It's the lad standing around. No fucking nothing. Alright. I have connected the maps. We weren't able to get up here before because it's...
Watch it, stranger. There's a fault up ahead.
Yeah, no, I see.
Take a look if you want, but slip and you won't be coming back.
He doesn't mean you'll just fall over, he means you can't jump back up. Despite Clive being able to launch himself like 20 feet into the air, for whatever reason he can't climb a very small. Vines? What have you got? You have a dot on you. Orchestron stuff.
Here you are.
I just sell valuable. I've been sitting on this for a while. 1K.
Farewell, Traveller.
Traveler? What the hell's a traveler? Okay. I'm gonna ride this chocobo, who has no color. Oh, we're gonna go buy the chocobo that has maybe too much color. Waypoint. I haven't actually. I don't think I've used a waypoint in this game. I sort of guessed where I was going. It didn't occur to me to put a waypoint. It didn't occur to me because it's Final Fantasy. Why would I be putting a waypoint on the map? That's not a thing you do. Alright, so I'm guessing. No, never mind. I guessed a bit too early. That's where it is.
You deserve a rest.
The Dread Comet.
That's like no chocobo I've ever seen. Something tells me it won't be easily broken.
Okay.
Too slow. Nice try.
These movements are really weird. And also, I just realized it doesn't have a stun meter. Ow. Ow. I assume it's, you know, Bahamut's impulse ability is keeping it busy. Double Chocometer. Chocometeor even. I'm nearly dead.
That's better.
Fuck.
Guess we're all ready.
Can you fucking stop? have to keep him locked in, I think. Which I was not able to do.
Nice try.
Alright. Hey, that Choco meteor rain was a bit much. Comet feather. As truly red chocobos are rare, one might assume the same could be said of their feathers, yet somehow they are found in nearly every market from Dalamil to Northridge. Contrary to what the merchants hawking them would have you believe, however, the items on sale are more often than not the feathers of robins or even common hens. This one.
Poor beast. There was nothing I could do.
I could have not killed it.
Oh, Torgal.
Hear this. Mark. Bucklet. Okay, we tell Eloise about the town that we just evicted everybody from.
Something the matter, Theodore? Quiet.
Those are our terms. I trust that you will give them your full consideration.
I shall. Thank you.
Might kill this guy too? Just
him again.
Tell me now.
Someone you know?
Tell me now before he gets too far away.
And, no. But enough about him. How did you fare down in Cashlock?
It's done. The village is safe now.
You made quick work of it, as always.
I should go and let Eloise know.
Don't let me keep you. But Clive, don't tell her I was watching her, will you?
You are literally in eyeshot right now.
I'll explain everything once you've finished with your report.
He could see you the whole time she was talking to
We'll speak then.
Like, he was standing here talking to the guy, and your man was looking. Like, how could he not? How could she not see? Anyway.
Eloise, I just got back from Cashlock. The village should be safe now.
Thank you, Clive. Here, something for your trouble. Well then, now that you have laid the groundwork for our little project, I suppose we'd better finish the job. The first thing we'll need to do is make sure our offer for the bearers is accepted.
You're still in negotiations?
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf, but things have been trickier than we anticipated. I suppose it's to be expected. This is the army we're dealing with. Fighting's what they do. But we shall emerge victorious in the end.
Well, if you need any help, you know where to find me.
You need any help?
I'm not sure I do.
Forget where I am.
But thank you, all the same.
Need any help? Lose my number.
Ah, Clive.
You wanted to talk?
The man I was watching earlier, the one speaking to my sister. He represents the Silver Peak Consortium. It's one of the bigger trading houses.
I don't think I've heard of them.
Well, every trader in Dharmekia has. They operate across the length and breadth of the Republic. And they're still expanding. They've been trying to get Eloise to join their ranks for some time now. And judging by her reaction earlier, I'd say she had half a mind to accept their latest offer.
And you'd rather she didn't?
I would rather she did what makes her happy. And I would never deny her such an opportunity. Eloise saved me from slavery. And we have striven to save others like me ever since. But this was not the life my sister wanted, nor the one she deserves. I won't let her give up on her dreams again for my sake. She freed me from my bonds, and she must be freed from hers in turn.
You're a good man, Theo.
I have always been grateful for what my sister did for me, and I want to repay the favor by letting her live her own life. But each time an opportunity to do just that arises, she turns it down. For my sake.
She loves you.
And I love her. Which is why I want this time to be different. To show her that I don't need to be watched over anymore. Though I'm sure I'll still need some help from time to time.
Stop being creepy and watching over her.
You.
Always.
Thank you, Clive.
Clive, stop signing us up for things.
I had better get back to work. These bearers aren't going to move themselves. That's a job for the Crimson Caravans.
You didn't get signed up for something. Okay, good. I didn't want to be. That should conclude side excursions. We're gonna head back to the hideaway. I'll check if the hunt board has repopulated, because it might have. Hoping it hasn't, so we can move on. Received a missive. Alright. Read that. Can't see the hunter's board from here. No. Replenish our potions and stuff.
Let me tell you a story.
No, I just want to buy something.
All right.
Them rumours wet legs were spreading. Might be they weren't just tales plucked out of thin air. You see, there were a time when I weren't too particular about who I sold steel to, so long as they paid me the right price. Some women lust after blood, others after flesh, but me, I were always one for gold. And to satisfy that lust, I sold to opposing armies, stabbed my every client in the back, made myself the most hated woman in the twins.
Nice.
But then one day I met a man who made me a different kind of offer. Said he'd give me access to a realm-wide community of like-minded individuals in constant need of steel and sundries. On the condition I sold to him and his alone.
Was that the first time you met Sid?
Aye. And I fell right into his damn trap. He was true to his word, so I ended up being true to mine. And I soon started making the best profits I've seen since taking up the trade.
Why, because you're gouging us on all the prices?
In any outlaws. Except Sid himself.
How much of a markup is she putting on this stuff?
Told me about his plan to topple the mother crystals, you know. Said that with them gone, the realm would want for all manner of things. An opportunity for the likes of me to mint gil. Why, I reckon an enterprising individual could find himself the richest dam in the twins. And that's when he had me.
Was that supposed to be said?
I emptied my stores that day and moved into the hideaway proper. And the rest, as they say, is ancient bloody history. A dozen years on, and I'm still not the richest dam. Not for lack of trying, mind. But I can say that I have never been happier. You've all shown me there are some things more precious than gil.
That there are.
So don't you go messing it all up, or you'll have me to answer to.
Cool. Can I actually buy something then?
Still alive, are ya? If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it.
I was trying to until you told me your life story.
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
You're apparently putting a ridiculous markup on all this stuff, so you can keep it quiet, I think.
Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Good. You'd be at that place I told you to go to.
My Lord Marquis, I heard about Eastpool.
Oh,
that some of my fellow guardians are to build a new home there, both for themselves and for Madame Martha's bearers. Is it true?
It's true. The village is to be rebuilt.
Why are you still
I
here?
have many fond memories of Eastpool.
When I was a child, we would visit my aunt and uncle often. They would lavish attention upon me as if I were the son they never had. I went to see Aunt Hannah after my uncle passed away, but not nearly as often as I should have.
Oscar, I'd like you to assist Sir Wade in the rebuilding efforts.
But my lord, my training is not yet complete. I couldn't possibly.
No, do a Luke Skywalker thing and just go.
But I'm not as hard-hearted as that. Go. Be with your aunt. Rebuild her home. Is what she would have wanted.
Yes, my lord. Thank you, my lord.
Can't help but notice you're still here, Oscar. Go. Get out of here. New memory. Helping out the hanged man. Guardian Scarf for Sir Wade. Doublet. Don't know. Oh, for Charon? Okay. Doing her quest. Doing the garden quest. Finding Ambrosia. And we're back to it. Load's still there. We haven't found. From Tarja. Thank you for helping me guide my mentor free from his mortal coil. Contrary to what the madding crowd believes. We physicers are not without our limits. I cannot hope to cure every ill, mend every wound, save every life. The only medicine that will see you home safe without fail is prevention. Not abstinence. Not that this knowledge will ever stop any of you from chasing down some behemoth with its toenail. We fought a behemoth yet. Quentin, Clive, cannot begin to thank you for all you have done for Lost Wing. Oh, in lieu of any awkward immersement. Immersement? I have never heard this word. I should be sending several barrels of next season's vintage. Even next season's vintage will still be like grape juice. I can only hope they finally turn you off that foamy swill you and yours so covet. Immersements. I imagine it's like, you know, nice sentiments or something like that. Mercy from French. Thanks. Yeah, thanks for grateful feelings or acknowledgement. I've never heard that word, though. Alright, I think we're good then. Good to get out of here. Alright, let's do it. Time for hype. This is the ship Mid has been working on. It's not Sid who builds the ship, it's his daughter who builds it. Breaking with Final Fantasy tradition. It is typically associated with airships. Final Fantasy games. I guess he is somewhat associated? Kinda?
Are we right, Clive? My dad had it all worked out.
He'd be proud of you, Mid. His writings may have helped, but this achievement is all yours. Can we catch them?
The Aina is one of the largest, fastest vessels ever built. And it won't help she has the wind at her back. Any other ship would be hard-pressed to keep pace with her, let alone reel her in. But this isn't any other ship. This is the Enterprise! And the world's never seen anything like my dad's engine.
It certainly hasn't.
Guess Sid designed the engine? Counts? Close enough?
Clive, what do you know of Barnabas Tharm?
Kind of a dick. He's also Odin.
Only what the bards sing. And he sailed to Ash from southern lands. that it was his mastery of the blade which won him the throne. And that his sword, Odin's sword, can sever the very threads of creation. But don't lose any sleep over a last tilt. We'll do what we must to survive.
Because this time it won't be a cutscene.
The light! I thought this cove was meant to be hidden. Mate! Company!
Eh?
We'll hold them off until the ship is ready. But hurry!
Bollocks! All hands! Man your stations!
My station is carrying this crate, and that guy. You got two people doing the same job.
Everyone with me?
I mean, honestly, you guys can go help the boat? There's the lads. Stag Knight.
Here they come.
Lads. Quite a few lads, really.
Mid needs every moment we can give her. Behind me, Lord Rosfield. I'll take care of these fuckers. Behind me. I'll have you know earthbreaking here. One struck clear into the heart of every man in the cliffs.
You know, I might get away with it in this fight. There's so many other guys fighting. Oh shit. Lead them on a merry dance. They'll hit me eventually, I'm sure.
How are we doing, Nick? I thought you said that ship was fast. Oh? I haven't felt this alive in 20 summers. Come on, then. Which of you lot fancies meeting ogre killer next? I thought it was
Earthbreaker, yeah. You guys coming in? Did you see them just hanging out there waiting for their cue? Oh, fuck you, I dodged that. Alright, no. Yeah, this one, thanks. Fuck's sake, Joshua, what the hell was that? I can do it too. Look. Still haven't broken 50k. Haven't managed it. Fuck off. That's what I get for trying to be fancy.
That was easy enough.
All right, you lousy lot. Get your asses on board. She's ready to sail.
You heard the captain. Clive.
You should be dead.
But I thought he was...
Confounded. Then it is as I feared. Sleipnir is no man, but a creation of Odin.
Does make sense. He's supposed to be Odin's horse. Oh, goody!
Phoenix's fiery fundament. Have you no normal enemies?
No. Hey. This will be a good one.
Up for another round?
Of course we are. Right, Lord Rosfield? My boy, there was a time people called me the Executioner. Or was it my axe? No matter, heads will roll all the same.
Mate, new plan! You leave, we follow!
Follow? Swimming, are you? Oh, bugger me! Weigh anchor!
I mean, Joshua can fly. We'll be alright.
Engine's dead slow ahead!
Have care, my friends. 'Tis not blood that runs through a maiden's veins. These foes will not fall easily.
But they will fall.
Like oaks before a woodman's axe. Good thing I brought one!
How long are we meant to keep this up? As long as it takes. Unless you have a better idea.
You might.
Well, I've already killed at least 5 of the bastards.
Well, luckily they don't appear to have any of the guy's special abilities. The last time we fought him.
Should we make for the ship?
Nah, we're good.
Not yet. Wait for my signal.
Oh, this is good enough. Fuck it.
In your own time, Clive!
Right, run for it!
What was the signal? Boing. Works? Works? He made it. Good. Pulled a hammy. And... Yeah, boy! I did not make that jump. Bullshit! Give him the finger. Flipped them off on the way back. Complete tone break for the game. But anyway, it's funny.
Now, mate!
All right, engine full ahead!
Blah, blah, blah. Naldianaro. This is Odin's ship, the Einherjar. Live at least.
What do you want?
That's quite a mess you've made. And wholly unnecessary. You are my offering to Mythos. I would not see you damaged.
Why can nobody pronounce that name right? Why does everybody put a W randomly in the middle of the word? We're not still in the Free Cities. We were at least a little further away by now.
Now back to your stations!
Stop.
Every bell spent treading water puts another league between us and the galleon.
Why did we stop?
I don't suppose Mid has a spare engine?
Oh, let these guys go home, is it?
Since you rose from the grave, my fortunes have plummeted. Are you absolutely certain of this quest of yours, Clive? The foes you face are as terrible as they are numerous.
Aye. And they'd have us live and die on their terms, which should answer your question.
Ah. You have that same stubborn look as your father did when he set his mind to something. On the battlefield, I am but a single axe. A deadly one, mind, but a single one nonetheless. Yet what you require is 1,000, and I believe my old friend in Brandalar can provide them. Take care, Clive. I have many more tales of your father's exploits to share. And I cannot very well do that if you're dead. Again.
Good luck, Uncle. And may fair winds attend you.
As for you, Joshua, take care.
I shall do my best, Uncle.
Farewell, my nephews. When next you see me, it shall be with an army at my back.
Look for me at the dawn of the second day. Look to the west. Was it the third day? I don't remember now. Whatever Gandalf said.
Cheerio!
Right, lads.
Oh, yeah. Do keep up, my boy.
It'll take them a minute.
Well, we can't have him showing us up now, can we?
We would never hear the end of it.
I mean, Josh, you could keep the globe of fire there. I'm sure the other people would appreciate it. Ah, Dion, what are you doing? What are you doing? Could have stayed. Hide away.
Grieger of mercy. All this.
Don't despair again. You know what happened last time.
What have I done?
Blech. Hey, it's Medicine Girl again. She keeps showing up. Keep showing up. Who is she? showing up in a lot of cutscenes now. Still doesn't have a name. The game has given me a map, but I'm not allowed to go anywhere else. I still don't know why it does this. We are. Okay, I guess it gives you an opportunity to bail if you think it's going to take too long. Right, I need to pee, so I'm going to take a break for as long as it takes for me to pee. Right, back in a bit. Back to it. So, we have just left the free cities of Canberra and have left the Isle of Sword entirely. This island, where pretty much the entire game has taken place so far. We're now on our way to the Isle of Ash. This one. And presumably here, on the other hand, we might catch up with the ship. Before they get there, hardly possible. And then maybe rescue Jill. Then possibly there might be another lull in the story, and then the next part of the story will end up here. Not sure yet. Anyway, let's get back to it. The Naldia Narrow. Blessed with mild currents and warm waters, the Narrow allows for swift travel to the Dominion, Oriflamme, and Stonehere. Stonehere, without having to circle through the dangerous outer seas. Stonehere is the only one we haven't been to, so that's probably Barnabas's place. Engines and sails.
There's a lot of sea between here and Waloed, but any ship heading north has to round Zemeckis and put through the Narrow. Maintain our current bearing north-northeast, and we'll catch the Black Galleon before she vanishes again.
What's to prevent her from circling around Ash from the south?
With these winds in those waters, it'd taken forever and a fortnight to reach Stonehere.
Mid knows what she's talking about, Clive. Better than any of us lot, anyway. I say we do as she tells.
Sails on the horizon.
She's ours.
Yeah, that was fast. Either that was fast, or they turned around. Are they coming at us?
Look alive, boys! And keep those furnaces fed!
Do you feel that, Jill?
All hands! Battle stations!
Must be a pre-rendered scene.
Let's see what this girl can do.
It's Clive has his cannon sword on his back, and not the one we have equipped. Is he just gonna cut the boat in half? Is that his plan?
One leads, so does the other follow. The bond of consciousness which joins them, condemning both to the same fate. Yet my every attempt to strike it from their hearts serves only to tighten its hold. Fascinating.
This is less than ideal.
But then, there is naught my blade cannot sever.
This is a problem. Turn quickly. All about port, something.
Great Grigor's gas!
My, can't say that. Can't say that on Twitch.
Barnabas.
Hard a port! Heads down, you brutes! And brace for impact!
We should probably get to him before he does that again. Well, never mind, he can fly, don't worry about it. For fuck's sake. Ugh, where's he gone?
It's now or never.
I'll find her.
Boing. Yeah, Torgs. It's your boy. Which means he has plenty of time to kill Joshua now. On the other hand, Joshua is Phoenix. I don't think you actually can kill him. I guess we'll see. Not sure how he survived the first time. Through the maelstrom. What maelstrom? These are the calmest waters you've ever seen. Son of a bitch, stay up. Keep him in the air. Come on, get off the boat. Get off the boat. Damn it. Protect. Who's casting Protect? Where are they? There you are, you bollocks. Oh, you don't. Come on. Way too early. just can't get any moves in, can he? Anybody else? Alright. I wanted to go downstairs. The door there. Okay. I can't see shit. Sure, okay.
I need to hurry.
What's going on my ship? Nothing good.
No! There he is! The king wants him alive!
Yeah, good luck with that, lads.
Coming. For both of you.
Extra shotguns!
Alright, one sec. Let me just get to this guy. No, not you, this one. Okay, now you guys. Come on, jerks. Fucking see. What's his name? Royal Spitefalder. I don't know what that actually means. Who has been trying to snipe me from afar?
She must be here somewhere.
Okay. Again, well, I thought I was gonna go downstairs, but apparently not. Ship is enormous as well. Though they did say it was, what, the largest and somehow also the fastest ship? Is this the one I came up? Or is this the one I came? Let's try this one. No, there's an item still here, so I must have been this one. Who and what the hell are you? Okay, well, I mean, I didn't do anything to your leg. That's you. I didn't do that. Or that. I didn't do any of that. Oh, we're sinking. We're sinking, lads. You might want to get off the ship. Honestly, can't see anything that's going on here. Now I really can't see. Royal Gandalf.
Jill!
You came.
Well, not yet. Wait till I get home first.
Clive, how did you?
I'll explain later. Hands.
I just got that off?
Can you walk?
Are they not locked?
Out of here I can.
Lord?
Stand still!
Phoenix. Are you not the dominant of fire? I see naught before me but a guttering flame.
It's less than ideal. Uh-oh. It's the man himself. Sleipnir is the horse. And apparently also a soldier that he's able to just clone constantly. I think you should stop trying to block these things, Joshua. I don't think it really works. I guess he just deflected it. It's good enough, I guess. Fucking hell. This ship's fucking going in, though. Grrr. No. long is that gonna stay? Is this how Moses parted the sea? Fucking badass if he did. How they get off it? Don't worry about it. It's not important. How did Torque get off it? Don't worry about it. Not important.
Can you go on?
I think so.
Good, because I have no idea how we're getting out of this. It's not like we can climb a cliff made of water. That's coming back down soon.
To where?
Walk the whole way back? You busy right now?
You. What did you do to Joshua?
The Phoenix? Oh, I expect he will survive. This consciousness in which you coil your feeble souls is grown thick with desperation. And thus has my master turned to my blade. The world will soon be painted in black.
Oh no, can't play that. I'll get a
All
copyright
that
strike.
live shall gather in death's autumn wake.
That's probably a song too. I don't think we can play
The
that.
cause of this misery. Not if we destroy the last of the Mother Crystals and restore balance to the world.
Come. Do you truly think it's so simple? The blight is inevitable. Not even the Almighty might stop its endless march. Your efforts will avail us naught.
Climate change is inevitable? Is that what he's telling me?
But suffering. You must embrace the truth, Mythos. Accept
He
your
said his name right
place
that time.
with the Lord.
Keep it. As long as there's a chance, there's a choice.
Ever led astray by your blind resolve.
Yeah, you gonna beat me in a cutscene again?
It is time you learn the inevitability of your divine fate. However much it may hurt.
Get as far away as you can.
Clive, no.
Trust me, Jill.
Torgs, you should probably go with her. Oh, he's starting with that, are we? Okay.
We don't have to do this.
Oh, but we do.
We really don't.
Only to remind you of your duty. Defend yourself.
Slow.
Oh, nice. I like that. Can't wait to have that move myself.
Short time since our last meeting, you have grown much. Yet as a vessel, I fear my lord will still find you lacking. Come.
Pull yours, Torgal. Too slow.
Raise your all this fire and fury.
I really wish I had Titan for this fight, honestly, because this guy's ripe for counters.
Foolish notion fed to you.
Ow, ow,
by a
ow.
foolish man.
How dare you?
You know naught of this world nor of our place in it. If our fates were so easily rewritten, we would all be gods. I have seen enough. Reason cannot sway you. There are other means chosen your fate. Rise, Ethos. Are you ready?
I don't think I could stop him. Not happening. I'm getting hit by whatever this fucking move is.
You will assume the mantle you've been given. And thus is the light of hope severed.
Alright, I was not supposed to stop it. Good.
You would yield so soon. Never.
No, it's a cutscene. No. What did I tell you? I told you to get as far away. This is the opposite of what I said.
Do you not see? Your iron will weighs you down, dragging you ever further from your purpose.
And what is my purpose?
Mythos. Who are we? What are the dominants? The breath of the Creator still warm on our lips. We carry his light that we might guide the masses in his name. We are but mighty acts of God.
We are more than that.
You would be nothing without what he has granted you. The power we wield is his, and yet every time we draw upon it, it wears away at our very being.
Stop doing it. Cool.
It breaks
I'll
us.
fight you regularly.
It unmakes us, that its immaculate aspect might reveal itself. The icon. It is too much for even his chosen few. Apart from you, Mythos, you wield the might of many, yet your body does not answer for its avarice.
What are you saying?
What I am saying is that we dominants are a means to an end. We were created for you, that you might drink deep of our strength and thereby fulfill your divine purpose.
Okay, cool. Stop hitting me
Which
then.
is to feed. As you would know, could you only look beyond the walls of your prison of self-regard. As long as you choose to ignore this, you shall never penetrate my defenses.
No, I was hitting you a few times. I saw your health bar go down.
You may take solace in the fact that you are not alone in your plight. The chains of volition shackle all of mankind, but there is yet cause to rejoice. For the Lord, in his mercy, has taken pity on his flawed creations, and shall see them restored to their proper forms.
And what exactly would that be?
Why, loyal servants to God.
No.
Manners, Lord Rossfield? They are men, like you and me.
Turn everybody Akashic.
Albeit ones unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
You mean to turn everyone Akashic?
Not turn, Mythos. Turn back. For too long has mankind been led astray by their clamorous wills. It is time they return to a world of quiet equality, where they might once more know salvation.
What?
Salvation.
Communism.
And abandon everything we hold dear.
We don't need your salvation. We'll save ourselves, and we'll do it on our own terms. Not yours. And not your gods.
With every defiant expression of your will, the tighter the chains of consciousness become. But perhaps that fact may be put to use.
Want me to keep talking?
Clive!
Well, this is a problem.
The faster it binds you to the remaining dominance, the stronger your hunger will become. Until it leads you back to the only answer there ever was. Mayhap not by the path my master intended, but back all the same.
I'll have to use Jill's powers to survive this kind of thing.
Ash is not far. I could freeze a path.
You're in no fit state.
Probably not, but I can try.
Ash is not far. We're just gonna run the bottom of the ocean. Okay.
Don't look back.
Yeah, keep sprinting, I guess. Should that really get a fanfare? I lost. Fanfare. You're kind of... you're kind of tarnishing the fanfare a little bit. Shadow Coast of Western Ash. Alright, we made it. I guess? A trick?
I hope the others are safe.
The Enterprise was clear of the gap when we fell. They made it, Jill.
Oh.
And they will have seen the ice.
See times?
Where it led.
Gotta let our clothes dry off. Gotta keep ourselves warm. Torga, look away. That's right. You look over there. Okay.
This is the second time Barnabas has bested me. I'm powerless against him.
And maybe there really is nothing else for it but to give yourself to his master.
Gross. I'm honest with that. You seen the guy?
Only you won't do that. The Clive I know would never do that.
The Red Star again. I know it was written in the lore master thing what it is, but
If what Barnabas said was true, then
figured it would have come up in the story.
I'm more monster than man. And each time I summon the flames from within, I burn away the things that make me who I am.
Do you, though? Think of what you've used that power for. Of all the people you've saved. It doesn't matter how or by whom it was granted, only how you choose to use it. And you've chosen to use it for good, haven't you?
I've also used it to kill.
Yeah, people who deserve it. And okay, Joshua.
That's my purpose.
Joshua probably didn't deserve it, but everybody else.
I'm good for.
You're good for sex. That's how have the sex. The second Final Fantasy couple to have sex.
Same boy I grew up with. Always so eager
Maybe.
to save everyone around
Debatable.
you.
Debatable if Final Fantasy VII.
So low. Because you failed to realize the one thing that needed saving most of all.
Torgal.
You.
Oh,
Clive.
me. Okay, yeah, okay.
You.
Sense to.
You never once took the time to save yourself.
Myself. I think I might be beyond saving.
Shave?
No one is
Okay.
beyond saving. Provided they want to be saved. You fight to survive. And you survive so that you may protect those you love.
Hello, show this on Twitch.
It's what you do. What you've always done. And I know you're not about to change.
Holding hands. Scandalous.
So I'm going to help you. To give you what you need to protect us all.
Vagina. Ding.
Jill. Are you sure? If this is what you want.
That's what you want too. Oh, you meant ice powers. She's like, no, I didn't mean ice powers.
It is.
I meant sex. Bums and feet.
This burden, I'll give you the strength to bear it alone.
But I'm not alone. These burdens I carry, my sins, my pain, my sorrow, I see now that they are all a part of me.
Careful, cameraman, careful. Don't get me banned. Bums and feet again.
If I'm to continue on,
That's good for you too.
having pledged my life to those I love, then I will gladly bear your burdens too, until my last breath.
Clive.
Give her a big smooch. Damn it, Clive.
I promise you, Jill, we will find a way to escape this fate. Find a way to save each other.
I mean, it's a smooch, but it's not really what I meant. Close enough.
That we might one day look upon the moon again, together.
Oh yeah, they did that at the start of the game too. And in the middle of it.
And I promise you, Clive, that I will be there, no matter what you must become.
I know.
Okay, now a big smooch.
I never thought a smile could bring me so much joy.
Big smooch, big smooch. There we go. Orga, look away. Bums. Look away, the moon. The Enterprise. Card, Captain Kirk, Captain Mid. How are we gonna get over there? Are we gonna have to swim over there? I think Torgs wants to. He's pretty tired.
What of Barnabas? Do we pursue him?
Well, we're here now.
No. Our paths will cross again soon enough. Whether we like it or not.
You should probably do it on your turn.
Besides, there is something we must do first.
I have to get you plan B.
Of course. Drake's spine. The last mother crystal.
The Einherja is at the bottom of the sea. Waloed won't dare move on Storm without her. But they know we're coming now. We'll need a plan. And a damn good one at that.
Then let's go home and find one. Ash will have to wait.
What? Gotta get up? Alright. Smells like sex over here. Ding. I'd say go all the way home? Really? We just got here. Right there. Right there. Let's just do it. Once again, the game has given me only one place to go.
Mid says Odin split the sea in two. She's always been partial to a tall tale.
No, he did. He did it.
And then there's tall.
I struggle to believe it myself.
I see your uncle isn't with you.
He stayed with the Enterprise. After our brush with the Einherja, she was in urgent need of repair. And my uncle knows a shipwright in Randalar. We're to join him there when we're ready to sail for Ash.
You sure that's wise? Last I heard, the place was still overrun with Akashic.
Show me a city where that isn't true. Ultima's plague is spreading.
We're running out of time, aren't we? We've done our best to shore up that hideaway. I doubt a few planks will stop what's coming. Still.
Okay, get some more planks then. What about a shit ton of planks?
Helps, I suppose.
Let's hope so.
We have plenty of time for more side quests, though, right? Alright, we have Shiva powers. Clive has claimed a portion of the icon Shiva's essence. Attuning with Shiva not only changes the elemental aspect of Clive's magic spells, but also allows access to several new iconic abilities, such as Ice Age, which forcefully knocks back enemies great distance. Details are found yet. Shiva's feet. Shiva's iconic feat, Cold Snap, can be used to sweep. Oh, I like it. Fast dodge. Alright, Bahamut, sorry, you're gone.
Assuming Talia will allow it.
I fucking knew Blackthorn would have a 4. I knew it. You said he was fine. Son of a bitch, I knew it. Anyway. What was it? Icons. Alright. So Odin presumably fills it the last. I don't know why I thought I'd fit 3 more in here. There's definitely, like zooming out, there's definitely for one. Yeah, Odin. Slide effortlessly across the ground in any direction, attacking with circle while sliding temporarily. Shit. Ice Age, unleash a river of icicles. Icicles that greatly knocks back any enemies it strikes. And you can charge it. Okay. Launch multiple shards of ice that upon striking lighter enemies draw them toward. Rhyme. Summon a colossal ice crystal that deals continuous damage to all enemies that become trapped inside it. And Diamond Dust is her big move. Summon a winter storm that freezes enemies in place within a radius before dealing massive ice damage and knocking them back. Diamond Dust, alright. It's a shame Clive doesn't do a finger snap to set it off. Not really a Clive thing, I get it, but he should. Well, let's get some of these going. I like the look. Okay. So a combination of like Mesmerize to pull all the enemies in and then drop Rhyme on top of them. Be good. Can't see too much use for this because it's just going to push enemies away from me and I'd rather they were close to me. Probably ignore. I think having this and this together makes sense. The others I'm working with. Flare I am using, but I'm about to swap Bahamut out. Okay. 3,000 is a lot. Masters. You have enough to push these up one more each. I think we'll just hold on to the points. Next stuff. Shiva. Wait, how do I have Bahamut? Huh? Able to use Bahamut. Oh, hang on. If you've mastered an ability, does that mean you can use it without having to have the icon equipped? That's interesting. Didn't know that. I could get Titan's abilities in if I wanted. Huh. Right. Let's check now. Is Impulse the only one of Bahamut's I have mastered? What the other? I haven't mastered any Varamas, I haven't mastered any Titans. That's why we're not seeing them. I have Heatwave. Yeah, this is yeah, that's what it is. Okay. Interesting. Cool. I have to look into that then. Yeah, we don't have any new hunts. The infirmary's right here, so let's just go check it. How we doing, Josh?
How are you feeling, Joshua?
Better than I was.
But not nearly as well as you should be. Your cuts and burns may have healed, but your body still bears the burden of every spell cast.
And what would you have had me do? It was no ordinary foe we faced. It was the Warden of Darkness. Yet still, it was not enough. The king could have ended me at any moment, but instead chose to toy with me like a curl does a mouse.
You underestimate yourself.
Oh, it was crystal clear. Only one man established his dominance that day, and that man was Barnabas. I'm sorry, brother. That was ill-spoken.
No, he kicked my ass
It's
too.
Just, I have never felt so powerless. And when so many are looking to us for strength, perhaps the prince feels the same.
Back? Flashback? No? Meanwhile? Crystalline Dominion? In a nameless slum somewhere? Well, you can't hang out in the city anymore because it's been destroyed. Someone's found a spot. Someone found a spot for him. Nips covered. Good. I won't get banned. Wrap these bandages too tight. I can't sit up. Okay.
What is this place?
Where the fuck am I? Medicine Grill, do you have a name this time?
Don't move.
Right. You moved. Stop moving. She said don't move. Look, how did she get him back here? Like, how? Someone had to help. He's way too big. And he was unconscious.
Here, it's fresh from the well.
Booze? You have a booze well? Incredible. Was I not aware of this technology? Oh, gross, it's water. Funeral lanterns, or are they just for decoration?
Grandmother told me spirits sometimes get lost, and that the lanterns guide them to their proper place.
Their funeral lantern.
I set one on the river for her when she passed away.
Probably best nobody know Dion is here, considering he's entirely responsible for what happened.
The fiend works from the shadows. Was it you who guided my hand, then, Ultima? No, not you. This is my doing, my fault, my sin to bear. And for it, I must atone.
Your hurts are healing nicely. It was my poultices that saw you well.
Who are you?
You make them.
And sell them, or try to. Earns me enough for bread, most days.
Forgive me. I have nothing to...
I know, but I couldn't just leave you lying there.
Oh, got those earrings. That pretty face. Not limping anywhere. Doing well enough.
You're going then?
Of course. I'm healed. Thanks to you and your poultices.
Will you promise to come back and visit?
God, no. Seen this place? She's been in a lot of cutscenes, and it's possible they were just building her up so that this would at least be believable. How is he not going to get egged and tomatoed and stabbed on his way out of here? He must know.
Well, Phoenix, it would seem that I owe you my wings.
Perhaps he can find an answer. You will be returning to Waloed soon, I gather.
I see no reason to wait.
Then neither do I.
I can think of a few, but I doubt they'll stop you. You will take your medicine.
You got it.
Of course, Lady Daya.
Set on leaving already, are ya?
How long will it take us to get back to Ash?
Dunno, about the same amount of time it took us to get here. Maybe less, if your uncle can find someone trustworthy to patch up the Enterprise. All depends on where we're putting into port, mind.
Yes. It's not as if we can put ashore wherever we choose. We have to assume that the whole of Ash is hostile, and that we'll be attacked on sight.
Nice.
Then we must find a place they won't think to look. And I have an idea who might know of one.
The Professor! I'll go and tell you coming.
While you're plotting our course, I'll be in the shelves with your lawsman. I wish to pick his brains about Ultima.
Then I'll talk to Karen about
He knows.
supplies for
He
the
knows
journey.
nothing though. We
They may
checked
not be
already.
Easy to come by in Ash.
Your brother's body won't take much more of this recklessness. You know that, don't you?
I do.
But me, like, can I take much more of this? What the fuck was that noise? Today, Clive visited the infirmary to have me dressed with Lester. Oh no. Got up and left without a thanks. Right. Talk to Professy.
I still say it were a compliment.
Say it all you like. It doesn't make it true. Ah, Clive. I was wondering when you'd arrive.
Been standing here for a
Please
while,
tell me
actually.
you've come to take our young prodigy here off my hands.
I'm not here for Mid. I need information on Ash.
Then why not ask Molly if you can look in one of her ovens? Go on.
As soon as the Enterprise is ready, we'll be setting out for Drake's Spine. And we're going to need a safe place to land.
Is that a terrible joke?
Preferably one that won't see my ship blown to shit and splinters.
If it were that easy, do you think Waloed would have resisted invasion for so long?
Why we're asking
Very
you.
little is known of Ash, and the information we do have is spotty and outdated. We have the good King Barnabas to thank for that. Waloed's borders have been closed to outsiders since the day he seized the throne. If there is anywhere safe to land, you won't find it on my map.
How very
And tell us
feudal
what we will
Japan
find.
of him.
I'm sure you know better than we do.
But no splinters.
Yes, preferably.
All right, if it will get you out of my hair. But interrupt me, and it's over. Understood? Barnabas Tham, the one they call the last king. Understand him, and you will understand the kingdom of Waloed. Barnabas was only a boy when he arrived from beyond the southern seas, and barely a man before he united the ragged tribes of Ash. And having unleashed them upon the formidable Veldamark, he set his throne upon the ancient kingdom's ruins. The victory sent shockwaves around Valisthea, tales of Odin's might spreading through every court, parlor, and drinking hole in the realm. Note that this was in the year 843.
That's quite some time ago.
And that the king still sits upon his throne some 40 years later, quite untouched by time. Waloed's recent inaction left many wondering if Odin had lost his appetite for war. And yet here we are. The Einherjar was committed to the fray, a bold declaration of intent. Orcs swarm around Drake's Fang, and throngs of Akashic haunt Canva's streets. Though how precisely the havoc they wreak serves Waloed remains unclear.
Doesn't.
Regardless, if the order to attack truly came from King Barnabas, then one thing is certain. Waloed has achieved the impossible, and made bedfellows of beastmen and the ether-addled alike. All of which is a roundabout way of saying that you will be in unknown territory when you set foot on Ash. Much of the continent has already been lost to the Blight, and what few ports remain will be fiercely guarded. And that is to say naught of its natural defenses. Offshore currents will cast an ill-equipped ship out to sea one moment, and dash it against the rocks the next.
Right.
But then the Enterprise is anything but ill-equipped. And Mid has made land there before. Now, if only there were someone with an intimate knowledge of the Shadow Coast, and where a daring gentleman might put ashore.
Only.
You see, Clive, you had the answer all along.
Well, I just put the port where I
You
was.
think you can get us back to that beach, Mid?
Picked you up from it, didn't I? Not that it were easy. The currents were right bastard. But then,
You can't,
if it wasn't hard, it
can't
wouldn't be
put a
worth doing,
port
would
there.
it?
It'd still have to stay out
Perfect.
at sea.
Thank you, Lady Vivian.
If a few morsels of common knowledge and a sprinkling of tavern talk are worthy of your thanks, I wonder what genuine intelligence might earn me.
Probably more visits. Mid, I need everyone in the ale hall now. I'll fetch Joshua from the shelves.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Give me the captain. Everyone means you too, Vivian. Get your ass down here. Okay. Blackthorn allegedly has new things to show me. Well, let's check that out.
Oh, don't tell me we've run out of peppy on us.
What up?
Trouble with your gear, or what do you want?
Ice brand is what I want. This is the next stage of our weapon. Gradually, we're getting a bunch of weapons associated with all the different icons. Ice brand is going to be Shiva's one. Yet deep was frostbite, leaving her fell mark upon their skins. Iconomachi Maki. Book of Glaciers 8-12.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Yeah. Can I make it better? I still can't make thing. Ouroboros belt. What am I missing? Stone tongue. Okay. I'm wearing, or was wearing this. Moved on to something. And the Sons of Ouroboros is missing the loincloth. And they're both missing Oregon.
And?
I have no reason to assume otherwise.
Well, then that changes everything.
Oh, good stuff.
Clive, you must listen to this. Lawsman, tell him.
Tell him what you told
Do
me.
you recall when
I
we
think your
spoke
brother's hot.
before on the divinity
Not that.
of Ultima?
The other part.
Well, it inspired me to delve deeper into the subject. And what I discovered appears to agree with the findings of His Grace.
You will recall that my quest to uncover Ultima's origins began with the mural at Phoenix Gate.
Yeah, the one that we can't see the
while I've
bottom
always
of.
known it to be important, its secrets have heretofore eluded me. Now, however, I believe I know where to find the more complete example, one that will reveal all we seek.
Master Clive, have you ever in your travels chanced to hear of the Circle of Malleus? I would think not, if you have. But there was once a time when the faith flourished, the oldest known
Oh, it's a religion.
in the
Okay, no,
Twins,
in that case,
and
no.
though its popularity eventually waned on Storm, hints of its dogma remain embedded in more modern faiths such as the Crystalline Orthodox.
Wait, you said it waned on Storm. What of Ash?
Religious monuments are often torn down or repurposed when new faiths rise to prominence.
Okay.
But if no new faith arose, then perhaps the ancient temples might still stand. And so, you see now why I must accompany you to Waloed.
I don't know.
It would appear the past still has much to teach us.
I could just take, like,
though in
draw a
this case,
sketch.
It would not have been possible without the musings of Moss. To think that you carried a copy of my old mentor's chronicles all along. I am relieved to discover it in good hands.
I shall guard it with my life.
Joshua.
Or we could have somebody make a
Finished here,
copy
join me
of
in
it.
the ale hall. I need to speak to everyone before we leave.
Right away.
With the handle of our new sword. How can we even hold on to it? That would just fly out of your hand almost
Please, Your
immediately.
Grace, might I one day borrow the chronicles for a short while?
Never.
Of course, Lawsman Hippocrates. You need but ask.
You know, of Lordsman Harpocrates. Not talk to him. No, talk to him. Right. I'm gonna try to level them up.
It said I could ride the Enterprise.
Alright, listen up, scallywags. This is the end of the game. Make sure you have everything done before you leave.
My apologies.
Said everybody. Where's Tarja?
By now you've all heard where we're going and why.
Where's Nectar?
So I won't bother you with
It's
the boring
Torgal.
details, only the important ones. If we attempt to approach Stone here by sea, there's a good chance we'll be sighted and fall prey to the capital's artillery. So instead, we'll disembark on the southwest coast and make for Drake's Spine on foot.
So we're going to walk the entirety of the continent.
It's highly likely the entirety of Ash is under the rule of Ultima. A large party would only attract unwanted attention, as well as slow our march and require supplies which may be difficult to obtain. Only Joshua and I will be going. And a scout. Preferably a good one. Gav, do you know of any?
Yeah, Torg's pretty good.
Bet your ass I do. Might still borrow some of Lady Vivian's maps, though. Just in case, like.
Once you've dropped us off at the Shadow Coast, you need to retreat into neutral waters, fly merchant colors, and stay inconspicuous. If you sense any danger at all, you leave us behind and return to Storm.
Inconspicuous is my middle name. But like hell am I leaving anyone behind?
It's fine, Joshua can fly.
Going nowhere till your scurvy mugs are smiling on deck.
And I think if I turn into Ifrit, I can
The
jump.
Enterprise will appear a tempting target for royalists and pirates alike. You're to stop anyone boarding.
Don't worry. I'll keep the ship and her crew safe. You'll be needing passage home, after all.
But... very well.
If there are no questions,
You should probably ask Torgs what he
I'll
thinks.
see you all at the docks.
Right after I do these 15 side quests that have just popped up, probably.
Let me know when you're leaving. I want a word before you go.
Of course.
Right. Liquidauto feels like it's the, are you sure you want to do this last point of no return talky thing? So let's go collect all of these quests anyway. No new marks. thought there'd be some more notorious marks.
Heard the bad news then, did you?
What bad news?
About Dragost.
There's another Blackthorn.
Blackthorn's old haunt. With the forge and all that. Well, anyway, the mines just down the road from there are spewing out ether like no one's business.
And the village?
Safe from the flood for now, but they've got other problems. Akashic. Every creature in the area is either turned or on the way to turning, apparently. Zoltan and the others are living on borrowed time. They need help, and quick. Doris sent a few curse breakers to keep an eye on things, but there's only so much a couple of scouts can do. Except get eaten. If something ain't done soon, the old place will be overrun.
You with the Akashic threatened Ravaged? Sure, why not?
I won't let that happen.
Didn't think you would.
Does Blackthorn know?
I thought it might be better if he didn't. He'd only do something stupid. You reckon we should tell him?
No. It's better this way.
Yeah, well, I can't stand about knowing what's happening out there, so I'm off. I'll see you in Dravost.
I knew there'd be a Blacksmith Blues 4, I knew it. He doesn't even have blues this time. Didn't tell him anything. There. Possibly a quest in my... Go talk to... No. We'll do this circle.
Please, your grace, stay strong. My Lord Marquis. It was the greatest honor of my life.
The appointed protector to his grace. I have served him in that capacity since he first began his journey across Valishtea. First of which was twofold. Further the Undying's knowledge of Ultima, and to further his grace's knowledge of you, my lord. After we learned of your survival, your brother insisted that we try to trace your movements. Thanks to the investigations of my fellow acolytes, we learned of your having taken the name of Cid.
But now...
Our journey together is at an end. His grace bids me remain here and protect those you and he hold dear.
So I bid you.
Lord, if I might be so bold, please look after him in my stead. You got it.
Your companions are kind indeed.
Everyone has been most welcoming. Lady Taria has been especially gracious, though I know something of the medicinal arts, it is hardly enough to warrant the acclaim of one so skillful.
I must admit...
At first I doubted that her praise was sincere. The Undying are trained in what few simple skills might serve us in the field, but there is certainly no praise for those who excel in such a endeavor.
But I see now.
That this is your way. You encourage each other, that each might lend their strength to the cause, no matter how seemingly slight their contribution.
Yote, is anything the matter? You seem troubled. Perhaps I might be able to help.
My lord. Yes. Perhaps you might. It's your brother. His condition continues to worsen, though he does his best to hide it. The lesion on his chest pains him more with each passing day.
I had feared as much.
There are certain elixirs which can ease the suffering of those afflicted by the curse, but... But his grace's case is severe. The drafts I have been able to prepare for him thus far have ceased to have any real effect. So I consulted with Talia and certain of my comrades among the Undying about the possibility of finding something stronger. And thankfully, a recipe was found. The only problem being that the critical ingredient is exceptionally hard to come by, and our supplies are almost exhausted. Unless we can secure more soon, your brother's anguish will likely become unbearable. My lord, I know that I have no right to make demands of you. But would you help? For Joshua's sake.
This is a demand, exactly. Sure. Help Yote gather the ingredients. For Joshua, anything. Anything. Well, it depends. What is the ingredient?
For Joshua, anything.
Thank you, my lord.
So, What is this critical ingredient?
Behemoth
A
jizz.
rare herb by the name of stonerwort.
Okay, that's probably a little bit.
It grows only where the ether is densest.
Ah, that's why
The
it's so
vigor
difficult
it
to
stores
get.
in its stems helps to counteract the curse. We discovered a patch near the aqueduct in Rosaria. But alas, yet more ether has erupted from the earth there recently, leaving the whole area flooded. The search continues for a new source. One that we might reach without being turned.
Or I can just
So
walk
it's
in and
only
get
that
it.
You can't reach it. The Stonerwort itself is unharmed by the flood.
Well, yes, but...
Then I shall go in your stead.
But, my lord...
Where? I'm immune to
You've
it.
yet to find
Fine.
another source, correct? So for now, the aqueduct is our best hope. Besides, I'm a dominant. The ether can't hurt me.
Well...
I'm already brimming
for
with
sure,
the stuff.
my lord. Stonerwort is easily identified by its blood-red blooms. Search around the aqueduct, and you're sure to find some soon enough. I shall remain here and prepare the other ingredients.
Alright, go team. Of course, there won't be any strange enemies waiting for us in this ether flood around the aqueduct, I'm sure. She's not dressed the same anymore.
Then again, why settle for low-born chaff when we've honest-to-goodness royalty right here beneath our roof?
No, he's gone.
Prince Dion cannot see my love for him, then perhaps the Phoenix will.
I think Yote is working on that already, but good luck to you. I think the plus is down here. Is. Ah, this guy.
How was she?
Alembic lad.
Sid. Just the man I was hoping to see. Did you have a mo?
That's why I'm here. I saw the thing over your head.
Oh no, we still got plenty of that left. I'm working on bringing another one of the chief's designs to life. This time, it's a new smelter. It's got a reverberatory hub
Smelter?
over the top
I barely know
for
her.
additional thermal amplification and a system of reciprocal recirculatory regenerators that
That makes no sense.
let's just say it gets very blimmin'
It's
hot.
regenerator, then it's
A heck of a
already
lot hotter than anything Blackthorn's got in his
reciprocal.
forge, that's for certain. Only mithril engines get hotter, and you can't chuck ore in one of them and get metal out the other end. Trouble is, we won't be able to make out of any old rubbish neither. We need the good stuff. And I
Which
hear
is?
you once helped Helena get her hands on exactly that. Any chance you could help me too?
I don't even remember what it was. Help Wayne with the smelter.
If it's for the good of the hideaway, I'd be happy to.
Oh, it is. I promise you.
Out.
So,
Citation needed.
what exactly is this good stuff you need me to find?
We've got a couple of examples here. Spherical echoes, we call them.
More fallen materials. So this smelter is similar to the mithril engine in more ways than one.
That's right. They're a bit like the thermal helms. Fallen ceramics deal with heat like nothing else, see?
Okay.
What's more, they're directional, transferring heat from the inside to the outside. But these things, they're all outside. If we line the hub with them, they'll reflect the heat right back into the furnace.
It sounds like a bomb you're making, Wayne.
And I know where we can get the rest. Trouble is, they're all watched over by their bigger, uglier cousins.
So you want me to visit some ruins, destroy some echoes, and bring back the spheres they're guarding?
That's it in a nutshell, yeah.
Right.
We're only 3 short, mind. And we know exactly where they are. There's one
Like you
up
could have
Amber
done
Way,
without the 3, but
in
alright.
that ruin that they call Lost Plume. And another in the
Hang
Silent
on.
South over
They're
in
not all in the same
Dalmatia.
spot. That's fucking bullshit.
Last one is in the ruins of Advent, which is in the Empire.
All right then. Wish me luck.
It'll do. I'll be keeping all my fingers and toes crossed.
Can't do that. It's not possible. You have an odd number of them on each hand and foot. How are you going to cross the odd ones?
With Canva in the hands of Akashic.
Okay, I think there's one.
Miss, can we read Miss Editor's story?
There's one other quest somewhere. Where was it?
It can't be true.
Oh yeah, the letters. Clive's bedroom. And then we'll go talk to Tomes. Level him up. Still don't know what it does, leveling him up, but we'll do it. Once that's done, we'll get started on all of these quests. Why are you still here? I told you to leave. From Otto, Clive. There's but one crystal left, needs cracking, but one man who can do it. See that you don't miss. Otto. Captain Doris. Sir, and the other curse breakers have grown concerned regarding the well-being of our captain. Despite the apparent unrest her recent investigations have visited upon her, Lady Doris refuses all offers of assistance. If it is not too much trouble, I would ask that you please speak with the captain and learn what troubles her so deeply. Cole. So Captain Doris is a captain of the curse breakers. Last time she was concerned that she hadn't heard from Cole and his unit for a while. She thought she had sent them into a difficult situation unprepared. Was questioning if she's, good enough for the job and what have you. Felt that she was, but I guess she still feels that way. How does that say Cole at the bottom? That's a D. It says Dole 4. Can't write your own name, Cole.
There's no way of knowing if Doris will confide in me, but I can speak to her at least.
Talk to Tomes. I guess we'll have to talk to Doris now as well. Works. Hey, old man. Got all sorts of stories to tell you.
Knowledge hoarded is knowledge lost. I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them.
Nice.
I have quite the find for you today.
Tech armor? A term that appears in early histories of the fallen civilization and describes their highly advanced magical technology. Which the airship is the best known example. They also produce weapons all but indistinguishable from living beings, yet whose destructive power rivaled that of the gods of legend. Early chroniclers labeled these beasts the iconoclasts. Hey! And it's from this term that the icons of the present day take their moniker. Hey, Shmongoloid, excuse me, think that there was a dog outside that you didn't pet? I can't pet the dog when we're in this zone, unfortunately.
What subject shall we consider today?
So, like Magitech weapons, iconoclasts that they're talking about, you could think of them as the weapons from Final Fantasy VII. Yep, that's not allowed. Just look at the dog. Enjoying the music, I guess, that I can't hear. I'm deaf. Seems. Where's Doris? Doris not here? Yeah, sad. We can pet him when we go to the next thing. I didn't want to talk to him yet. Hold on, game. This is the side quest. If it's the side quest, this is fine.
Where are you?
Can I help you, Sid?
I'm looking for Doris. Is she here?
Aaron, how old are you?
I'm afraid not.
You look like
She's
you're
at Martha's Rest on a job.
You look like you're 12.
My job, actually. When she heard what the mission was, she insisted on going herself. Alone.
Did she? What was the mission?
Following up on some new information.
Wow, that's
Once
great.
they'd settled in,
Could you be any
the
vaguer?
bearers you helped liberate in the Dragon's Eyrie were keen to talk about their imprisonment. And about their captor.
The slaver Cole's team were tracking when they were attacked by the Beastmen. I'll go and find her. She's at Martha's Rest, you say?
She shreds, you say?
If she's not moved on already, yes. I hope everything's all right.
Why would Doris insist on going alone? Maybe Cole's right to be worried.
Think she's getting all of her people killed, so now she's doing everything herself. Okay. A lot of side quests. Can you tell it's close to the end of the game? Because now all of the side quests have popped up. What to do next? This is Blackthorn's one. Should open up something new in the smithy. Yes? What the hell was that noise? There's dogs. Now we can bet. That's only allowed when we're not in the hideaway. I don't know, maybe he's self-conscious about it or something.
So Dravost is still standing. For now, at least.
Okay, so this is allegedly about to be overrun by Akashic. That would explain why this door is closed, because it wasn't closed the last time I was here.
Clive! You're here!
Here I am.
And the Akashic?
Mostly off to the north still. But I spoke to Doris' scouts and it turns out things are worse than I thought. There's swarms of them out there.
Nice.
Told old
That means
Snotty
lots
to
of
be ready to
XP
seal
for
the
me.
north gate. That should buy us some time if we need it. Enough for the villagers to barricade themselves inside their homes at least.
Well done.
Welcome back, Sid. I'd never have guessed, you know. Not if August hadn't let slip. Who'd have thought that the savior of Dravost would turn out to be the realm's most infamous outlaw?
Everybody.
Keen to help us out again?
I'm doing all the work. Nobody else is doing any work here.
Thought you could sneak off without me, did you?
No, honestly. I assumed you would find out.
Blackthorn.
Oh, what are you doing here?
One of the scouts couldn't keep his voice down. Unlike my best mate who didn't think I deserved to know. Zoldan, how long's it been? Long enough
No,
for us
long
to
enough.
turn into a pair of old codgers, I see.
Not long enough.
And your idea of an apology. Prick.
You only did what you thought was best. For the village and that.
I did, yeah. But that ain't the whole of it. Vulcan, our master, didn't leave the chieftain to the two of us. He left it to me. The best blacksmith in Dravost, barring himself, of course.
Okay, but there's a bunch of Akashic we need to kill.
Tradition, in my opinion. If someone's got talent, you should let them practice their craft, not ask them to settle petty feuds and barter for grain.
Yes, this is
Our
why you
master wasted half
don't
his life
turn
that way.
really
I
good.
wasn't about to let that happen to me.
Like, you don't turn a really good doctor into like a hospital administrator, even though that would be promotion. You kind of want to keep them as a doctor, right?
Ideals, this place wouldn't have lasted a year. So I left to devote myself to the work and spare you lot the consequences. I may be a selfish prick, but I only did what I felt I had to.
What you had to do was your duty!
Even if it meant we all starved?
Enough. This is no time for bickering. You can finish beating each other up once Dravost is safe.
Fine. I've said my piece anyway.
Your piece was to just call him a prick.
So have I.
Fair enough.
Sorry, Clive. I shouldn't have stuck my nose in.
20 years he's
Short
been waiting to
enough
say
time as
that.
It is. Still, give us a mo, would you? I need to get my head straight before any of them Akashic try to bite it off.
But you guys all just stay here and I will open the door and kill all the Akashic. How does that sound? I don't need to speak with them. I'll just pop that wall and kill them all. Fine. Sake.
You, ready for the off then?
Eliminate the Akashic threat. Why? I don't like that it's giving me all these choices to back out, because it makes it sound like this is going to...
We can't afford to waste any more time.
Right you are. Might be worth having one last word with the scouts, though.
Oh, not this
Don't want
again.
any nasty surprises, do we?
Nasty surprises
and
are fine.
Blackthorn, you and Zoltan might be better off staying inside the...
Akashic on the move.
How close are they?
Behind me.
Within sight of the walls.
Actually, inside me. I'm one of them. Bleh.
What was I saying about nasty surprises?
Coming out of the goddamn
Watch
walls.
right over us if we stay out in the open. We're pulling back behind the gates.
Good idea. Get yourselves inside, but keep your weapons handy.
Understood.
That's the wrong way.
I'm prepared to fight if I have to.
Well, you don't
Let's
have
hope
to.
you don't. That's our job. Once the scouts are inside, order your men to barricade the gates. No heroic last stands, you hear me? No fighting at all.
Well, that's not a last stand. I'm gonna win.
August's right. I've seen what Akashic beasts can do to armor. The people here are tough and willing, but they ain't equipped to face what's coming.
I'm going out there. Start work on the gate as soon as I've left. I'll give you as much time as I can.
And if they kill you?
Good luck with that.
Evacuate. But it won't come to that.
If they kill me.
I promise.
Lol.
You'd better be right.
Take good care of Dravoj till I get back.
Leave it to me.
Watch me get minced immediately.
Give those things what for, yeah?
Hold on, you didn't say it was a big bowl thing.
All right. Which one of you's first?
Org's with me? Org's is with me. Did he run over the wolf?
Kill!
Is that it? Alright, that's it. Ugh! No, that didn't work. Try that again. Better. Alright, Shiva. Ah! Nice. Oh, too far away. Get staggered already. Alright, there we go. Can't see what I'm doing. There's too much bullshit on the screen. I assume everything's going okay. I'm out of the corner.
All yours, Torgal.
Too many guys. Get in there, Torx. enemies. Fucking Griffin, really? That was not the button I meant to press, but that's fine. Forgot which icon I had on. Ow.
Well done, Tom. Nice try.
Do your projectile movie, Dick. Finally. Done so.
Is that it?
Is there no one else? Oh.
Apparently not.
Hi. What the fuck are you? A chimera.
You're not getting past me.
You can do that too.
Nice try.
I still think Bahamut probably overall does more damage. Doesn't count as a projectile. I believe that doesn't count as a projectile though, that's bullshit. you bollocks. Ah, shit. I got greedy. And you like that shit. Oh shit, too slow. Alright, there he goes. I really like Shiva's permafrost dash thing. I don't think I really like her other abilities though. I might look into mastering more of Titan stuff. If I can pop those abilities in instead of Shiva's normal abilities. I'll keep her iconic feat, but I think probably swap out the abilities themselves.
Now, the question is...
Last one?
Did I miss any?
Didn't even look Akashic. He just looked like a regular dude.
You're still in one piece.
I slew as many as I could.
As many as I could, he says. The old bleeding lot, more like it. Well, almost.
Only almost.
Yeah, one or two did try to sneak over the wall. But we got the bastards, don't you worry.
Shit. And you, stealing my kills. How dare you?
More will come in time.
In time, yeah. But we can think about them later. Let's get you back inside.
Let's get me my reward so I can move on to something else. Hey Zoltan, I did your job for you.
Sid, you're even more fearsome than your reputation. Enough to give those Akashic monsters nightmares. I almost felt sorry for the wretched things.
Different
but
voice.
Mostly, I felt grateful. Dravods won't forget what you did today.
Sounds like it's
I'm
a different
afraid
voice
I've
actor.
delayed the inevitable.
Maybe not.
There's
Sounds
no
like
getting rid of that ether flood. Meaning that any living thing which stumbles into those mines will end up clawing at your walls again.
And that's if the flood don't spread. If it does, well, I hate to say it, but the village's days are numbered.
That may be, but we're staying just the same. With ether floods springing up all over, it's no less safe than anywhere, and more importantly, it's our home.
Put a sword in that lamppost.
And I'll see that they're guarded day and night.
All right. Then we'll give you a hand shoring up those defenses.
As for you, Blackthorn, that's twice you've turned up when Dravos needed you. So, thanks.
I shouldn't have stayed away so long. And I shouldn't have left without talking it over with you first.
Too bloody right you shouldn't. Though I doubt I'd have listened. I always envied you. How you made everything look so easy when, for me, it was anything but.
Just go have sex.
You leaving gave me the perfect excuse to hate you. And from that day on, I never once stopped to wonder what it would have been like if you'd stayed. But what you said earlier, it was true. You'd have been the death of this place.
Finally, something we can agree on. I hope you see the sense of it eventually. You kept this place alive.
Alive, perhaps. Wealthy even, but Dravos isn't what it once was. Our work used to be the pride of Dalmekia. Now, we churn out the same rubbish day after day because it's easy and turns a profit. It's not about the craft anymore. I wouldn't send my sons to war wearing the shit most of our smiths are making. I've kept working, honing my skills, trying to lead by example, but
this voice sounds different.
No one sees the point. The average castle apprentice has as much passion for the craft as our current lot. Come back to us, Blackthorn. Remind Dravos what a true master blacksmith looks like. I'll even man those bellows of yours if it means we can work at the same forge again.
That's a kind offer.
When you say bellows,
kinder than I deserve.
Is that a euphemism?
I wish
or
I could accept.
Do you mean that literally?
But I'm needed elsewhere. There's people who trust their lives to my steel, and I daren't let them down.
Fair enough.
But that doesn't mean I couldn't visit from time to time. Let's see if we can't rekindle this town's passion for the craft, shall we?
I'd like that.
Just be sure to tell Snotty to let me in the next time I come calling, yeah?
Knowing him, he'd let you in anyway. Blackthorn. The Master Smith turned outlaw, back in my good graces. I never thought I'd see the day.
I'd say that went pretty well, wouldn't you?
Even better than I'd hoped.
Hey, August, this is the last time, though.
Sid, I've got something for you.
Your dick. Another seal. Okay, I'm collecting the badges. I am Pokemon Master Clive.
Lasting gratitude. But I'm of a mind to make you a far grander gift. Designs for a certain sword have been passed down from chief to chief for generations.
Now hold on, Zoltan. There's a reason no one's made that blade in centuries. There's not been a craftsman equal to the task. I'll admit your cinders make impressive steel, and I've learned to own an edge Odin will be proud of. But the engravings on that thing are enough to make a jeweler cry. And they're not just for show, either.
Have you forgotten what brought you back to Dravos in the first place? A certain ring? I knew I'd never surpass you with the hammer and tongs. So I turned my hand to a different kind of metalwork. Between the two of us,
the darker kind.
I'd say we're the equal of any master.
The fires of Mount Mordor.
Forge.
No, do.
You know what? I think you might be right. Clive, you wouldn't mind if Zoltan came back to the hideaway, would you?
He's more than welcome.
Yeah, so long as you blindfold him.
Keep our secret.
He doesn't know how to get there.
Right. Zoltan, get your tools. We've got a legend to forge.
And you don't need my help or ingredients or anything like that, right? You can just do it. Yeah? Cool. Who did this? Speak up now. I'm not mad. I just want to know why you would do that and then not take the sword back.
The beast was charging at me.
Let's go see about this sword then. Return to the hideaway, speak with Blackthorn.
Oh, don't tell me we've run out of papio nuts and all.
Yeah. Give me the sword.
Ah, the man himself.
We were just about to make a start on that sword I promised you.
It's funny, but none of this would have been possible without your help. You remember Camille? We'll be using his leatherwork for the grip. The steel, meanwhile, will be tempered in a fire, burning the cinders you charmed out of old Zoltan here. And that whetstone from the Outer Isles, that'll be what gives the blade its edge.
Hey, it's like we did all those quests to make this happen.
And the final flourish will be my talented colleagues' engraving.
A team effort led by the greatest blacksmith alive.
Now, save that talk till the thing's finished, yeah? Right. I'm ready if you are.
To the bellows it is then.
You don't need like some super magic metal or anything like that? Incredible, I just get the thing instead of having to do a bunch of bullshit. Many hours later.
Well, bugger me. We actually did it.
What should be worse than the weapon I have? Nice.
The sword to end all swords. Ragnarok.
It's quite something.
Also fitting if I'm going to take it to kill Odin.
Trust you'll take good care of it.
Thank you. Both of you.
So, does this make you pair the greatest craftsman alive, then?
About Camille and his leatherworking.
Nah. This was just following the footsteps of the greats of old. It'll take more than that to earn us our place in history. But we're up for the challenge. Here.
A list of materials.
Zoltan and I got talking on the long road back from Dravost.
We reckon
Gonna make Ragnarok 2? Electric Boogaloo?
We could craft something even better than the Ragnarok. Something worthy of a legendary outlaw like yourself.
Oh, this was just a tease, was it?
Something I'd like to see. You leave this list with me.
I was hoping you'd say that.
One legend at a time, eh, lads? Before you start on the next, who fancies raising a cup to friendship reforged?
Okay, as long as you don't call it that. As long as you never call it that again, yes.
It's about time I had something to celebrate.
Then tap the kegs! Vulcan's boys are on their way!
I'm just gonna take this sword and leave. Okay, good. Alright, what do you think? Get your guesses in. Is it gonna actually be better than the sword I already have? Gotthard Damlerung. Design left. Diagram detailing the steps to forge a sword that might slay a god. Well, I will need that to kill Ultimate. There. Is Gotthard Damlerung actually a thing? Like, I don't know every single mythical thing or anything like that, but I know a lot of them. I don't think I've ever heard this. Gotthard Damlerung Final Fantasy 16 is the first thing that comes up. Although apparently there's one in Final Fantasy 14 and there's one in Final Fantasy 7 as well. It's the remake. I don't remember it being. Gotthard Damlerung Twilight of the Gods. It's an opera. Wagner's cycle of 4 musical dramas titled Der Ring des Nibelungen. Ring of the Nibelung? Or the Ring Cycle, or the Ring. Not the Ring. 7 days. 1876 as part of the first complete performance of the whole work. Title is a translation into German of Ragnarok. Okay. So it's Ragnarok translated into German. Is Gotthard Damlerung. Death of the Gods, Twilight of the Gods. And it's meant to be an opera of Ragnarok, but Wagner has a considerable artistic license, I think, considering the names they're using. Siegfried. Yeah, I might need to read into this because there's a couple of names I recognize from a lot of other fantasy things, and this might be where they come from. Siegfried, Brunhilde, Gudrun, Hagen. Put them there. Cool. I have a new myth thing to look up. I like that. And then Ragnarok. 325. I don't know, it might be better. Ancient Ashen legend purports that one day the Age of Dominance will draw to a close in an epic clash of icons that sets the land ablaze, cleansing it of foulness and allowing for its rebirth, a clash they call Ragnarok. That's kind of happened, right? Alright, now what do we think? Is Ragnarok better than Icebrand? Really should be. Yeah, it is. Oh, yeah. Okay, so what do I need to make Gotterdammer?
What do I owe the honor? So, what'll it be?
I need Ragnarok. Fine. Then 3 Orichalcums. Dark Steel and a Primitive Battle are both notorious marks. Primitive Battlehorn sounds like a behemoth. Dark Steel, I don't know. Oh, hang on, there are new marks.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot.
Been holding out on me, Nectar. Alright, what do you got for me? The Tricephalic Terror. Caravan of traders traversing the Velcroy told me of a colossal beast they had encountered on their journey. To hear them tell it, it had the aspect of a dragon, a lion, and a scorpion. Okay, so a super chimera. Contested that it might be naught but a mirage, a phantasm brought about by the desert heat. But the sweat which ran down their foreheads was cold, the fear in their eyes. Don't know where it is, it's in the Velcroy somewhere. It is an S rank, which means it joins the ranks of Svarog and Atlas, who both kicked the shit out of me the last time we fought them. So yeah, the Tricephalic Terror, I imagine, will also kick my ass. We go look for him? Alright, now let's see if we can... The Velcroy... Nope. Now, where would we... Would guess here, because it probably has to be a big enough area to fight it. I'm just gonna check this. We'll try the fight. There's no way we're winning it, but we'll try. This is something we need, like, many party members to fight, I would think.
Let's go. Fly, Ambrosia.
You know, we'd probably need Jill and Joshua on the team at the same time. Pardon me, lads. Oh, I have to go through here.
only to ride from here.
Oh, not allowed to use the junk bow in here. I didn't even get to come down.
It's over.
Ow. You hedge wizard. On that torques.
You all right, boy?
Alright. We think he's in here. Well, I do. I think. Find out. Bows. Oh, little spiders. Spiders and scorpions. Oh, that's a salamander. Hmm. Oh, but there is an obelisk thing.
Be safe. This one's awake.
Chronoliths. Chronoliths are similar to the Areti stone, in that within them is hidden a virtual battlefield accessible by Clive and Clive alone. Each chronolith presents Clive with a timed trial. Timed. You must combat continuous waves of deadly enemies, equipped only with the feat and abilities of a single icon. Oh, okay.
Let's see what's inside.
Now let's not see what's inside. I don't have time for this. Ah, yes. Within this ancient menhir awaits a harrowing trial in which Clive must race to overcome a host of deadly foes, wielding the blessings of but a single icon. Titan. Place. I have to go to sleep. It's too late to do that. Interesting. At least now I know what they do. I wonder is the ones that I have encountered, the reason they weren't awake is because I didn't have the icon at the time. Okay, we didn't find that guy. I will look him up for next time. Right, anyway, we're going to call it there for today. So, that was another entry in Foley Plays Final Fantasy XVI. We're getting close to the end. There's only one crystal left, one icon left. So, Odin's crystal and Odin themselves, and then presumably Ultima will be the final battle, and then that'll be it. the level cap for the game is level 50, but we are in the low 40s at the moment. So yeah, feels like we're getting pretty close to the end of the game. There's a lot of side quests there to wrap up, so next stream might either have to be very long, or I might split it so that we just do all the side quests, and the stream after that is when we do story stuff. I don't know yet. Anyway, Night Bangaloid, thanks for dropping in. Tomorrow, we're going to be taking a look at a game called After Us as part of my Foley Plays Games a Bit series. It's where we take a look at newly released games and we play them for a little bit. After Us is a bit like Journey and a bit like Okami, a bit like Flower, in that it is this kind of desolate, cataclysmic world, and we are trying to bring nature back to it, kind of thing. So it's like turning grunge and, you know, ruins and what have you into like green places and flowers and that kind of thing. I don't know, it looks nice. The art direction is interesting anyway. Saturday, since we have so much to do on Final Fantasy 16, it'll probably be Final Fantasy 16 again on Saturday. And then on Sunday, we'll have the weekly news recap, and we can talk about all of the stuff that's been going on in the games industry this week. Tokyo Game Show is this week as well, so there's been some new trailers for a lot of, obviously, Japanese-focused games. So there's been some more stuff about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth is showing off a bit more stuff. Well as a bunch of other trailers I haven't even had a chance to look at. Suda51 and Swery's new game looks pretty cool. Looks janky as fuck, because of course it does, because those two are in charge. It's like ultra jank. Both of them are kind of known for making very janky games. So with the two of them involved, that's got to be the jankiest thing you've ever seen. Anyway, but they make fun games, so there's that. Anyway, we'll talk all about that on Sunday, and possibly we'll do another stream. If I don't get through all of Final Fantasy 16's side quest stuff, we might have to do another stream on Sunday. We'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna head off. Thanks Doom Training for dropping in earlier, as well as Shvangaloid there for keeping me company near the end there. If you want to catch up on previous entries, you can find them all over on youtube.com/DoomTrain5, as well as I am currently playing through the entire Final Fantasy series, starting from Final Fantasy 1, which we've already done, and I have now started on Final Fantasy 2, which we started on Tuesday. We're very slowly working our way through it. I will probably try to speed that up because I really want to play Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and I would like to be in a position where I'm not having to wait to play it. Anyway, we'll look into it. Anyway, I'm gonna head off. Have a good rest of your evening, and see you tomorrow for After Us. Bye-bye.